Trey Lance is really the one mystery piece in this offense. Both of us are relatively high on him. You have him as QB9. I have him as QB10. His ADP is QB10. So we are pretty much in line with the market in terms of buying Trey Lance as a breakout in his first official year as a starter.
Yeah, I think that Trey Lance obviously has some of the qualities that we want in a fantasy quarterback, his potential rushing upside. You know, in the games that Trey Lance did play last year, he ran the football quite a bit. I believe in that Cardinals game, he had over 15 rushing attempts. So you're really just not getting that kind of rushing upside out of any quarterback in the league besides maybe a few in, Lamar and Jalen Hurts. So if we see Trey Lance have games with 10 plus rushing attempts and some goal line work, I think he could definitely finish top 10 in fantasy. I think the only issue with Trey Lance is we haven't seen it, right? So we don't really know if he's a good quarterback or not. Because like I was just saying with Tom Brady, to ultimately hit your ceiling, especially with these dual threat quarterbacks, they also have to be efficient through the air. And I think that's kind of where a guy like Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson slack a little bit, but they can make up for it with rushing, if they're decent enough. Is he decent enough through the air to potentially hit his ceiling when you combine that with his potential rushing upside? That's really the only thing that we don't know at this point in time.
Yeah, we don't. And that's why I personally have him below Russ and Dak, just because I think if he puts up a, mid-range quarterback one finish on the season, if he puts up, some Dak Prescott, Russ Wilson-esque numbers, I think we look at that as a success and look at it something that he can build on, in 2023 after showing us something. But it's just hard to imagine him coming in and being like a top 5 quarterback right off rip, especially if that offense remains extremely run heavy. We don't know whether or not it will with the departure of Mike McDaniel. So Lance, I think, has a wide range of outcomes and certainly a very high week-to-week ceiling just because of the rushing. So we'll see. I'll still be taking a lot of shots on Lance. I think he's like the perfect high-end QB2 if you go QB early and you want to mix in Lance and just have absolutely elite production at quarterback all year. He's a guy I look at to do some of those things